I have beefy intentions for this video. Might need to polish this one up. That's my biggest one right there. Huge. I'm not super familiar with all the possible sizes of musky blades, but we're using this to draw out a body. Lead's hot.
Sleep is the foundation of mental health, physical health.
All right, we have it all put together, rigged up with the hooks on it, screw eyes, the blade on the back. This is one I think I need to know how it works before we start painting. I don't usually make these. Woo! Okay, that's pretty crazy. Whoa. It works. Putting off a vibe. I don't think I'm gonna change anything. The blade shakes the whole bait. Starting with white. I've decided to try a trout with a lot of gold in it. I really don't know still. Just a trout with a lot of gold in it. Get some diseased umber on there. Whoop. Drop the dermatitis tan. I really set that other color back pretty far, but it's kind of what I felt like doing. Little pastelish, purpley, intrinsic shade. Try to get a line on here that doesn't look ridiculous. Mostly worried about the bottom of what I just sprayed there. There's gonna be stuff that goes on the top. Just want it to fade out nicely on the bottom. I think fluorescent red, just above that line. That's pretty intense. I'm liking it. Olive gold, light olive gold. Pretty much just went with a completely different color for the top. Still have that darker one way at the top, but all right, now I just need to figure out what to do for the bottom. Okay, I felt safe doing that because there's gonna be a lot that goes over that. I tell myself that every time. Really gonna brighten that up down there. Spots. It's like trout birthmarks. Man, I like that side better. I don't even know what kind of color shift that was. I just wanted to use the rest of that bag. Why not toss some more mystery color shift in? Some good old holographic flake. That'll do. Looks shiny. Lots of color. Left the clear coat out of that eye socket right there. That'll make the eye fit better, seem more recessed. That is some super fine mesh. Gold. Scale reveal. There's more details to put on here. I'm just going to take the mesh off right now and finish up without. That's pretty good. We got to get all the rest of the spots on that, but that's pretty nice. Very brown trout-like. There's other stuff going on though. I like those colors. All right, time for some gills. I think I'm gonna get some red on there too. That's pretty good. I keep forgetting I have this, a bunch of copper foil instead of the aluminum. As a backing on an eye, might look good. Just gonna drop one in and see what it looks like. That has a natural look, darker tone, not just super bright aluminum. And if I want to brighten it up, I can throw some pearls on. Yeah, this copper foil is thinner and it wrinkles up nicely. That is a ton of texture to have behind glass. That looks great. Now I need to figure out what other color I want behind the glass. Went for a couple of spots with the red where I purposely held the airbrush too close and gave it too much paint and it spotted. I don't know, something different. There's a lot of spots on this bait though, so it might look good. Oh yeah. Got a healthy amount of squeeze out. Very much on a whim. I just kind of set this thing up with some blocks of wood and clamps. Like I bandsawed out the edges there so it kind of conforms to the shape of the blade. So I could pull some mesh down tight over this whole blade and do some painting on it. I've never done this before. But yeah, let's see how painting and clear coating a big blade like this works. That was a little bit of pearl white. That was gold. You could barely tell because it's already gold. Same intrinsic pastel purple shade color right there, and then fluorescent red above that. And then, like, I'm gonna stop because who even knows if this looks good. There. Now I'm done. Always take it one step further. Of course, I gotta airbrush the black dots over the white ones after I take the mesh off. Just making it match the body, I guess. Scale reveal on a blade. I'd say that that's fine. That's not like blow your mind good, but it's pretty good. It'll look better after I get the dots on. Okay, I gotta fix that. That's a pretty big mess up right there. Can't really do anything about that other than spray white back over that spot and try again. I don't know why my airbrush isn't behaving right now, especially with this wicked black. Okay. I enlarged some more around the area so it's gonna blend that mistake through the rest of them and it'll be more dense and it'll disperse towards the back probably. I decided to throw this bottle of wicked black away. Pretty dry in there. I've already added reducer to that bottle and it's just kind of, the paint's just going bad. I'm gonna break open the big bottle of wicked opaque jet black. Oh yeah, that's consistent. Everything's fine now. Unless I just make a big oopsie. Shooting wicked opaque jet black on stuff that's finished makes me flinch. This is too much stress for a Sunday morning. I'm sweating. I don't know if you can feel the tension through the camera, but goodness gracious. Oh, dude. I shouldn't even have been doing that. I just splatted. I have to redo it again. Again. Just gonna redo those too. Good. That's good. No more. Looks great. They can't quite get through. The one that's not rotten, that's a gnarly, warded up pumpkin. It's like 3 weeks old. They blast through these though. This one's like disgusting. Hey there, kids! I got a new 2mm thick strap. This thing's difficult. Way more power though. We got the blade. It looks fabulous. Matches the bait pretty well, you'll see. Let's glue it in. Didn't get a ton of squeeze out on that go, so I'm gonna add more. I like to be pretty strict about that. Like if you're not getting that little bit of squeeze out around the corners of that pilot hole, you did not add enough. That matches really good. I'm glad I did that on that blade. It really completed the whole picture of this thing. Get the hooks on. Well, let's see how it works now that it's done. Alright, I'm about to get an arm workout. That is so intense. This thing's like casting a cannonball.
What on earth have you got there?
It's a tail spinner.
What are you fishing for?
Just probably musky or pike.
Northern?
Yeah.
I had a northern bite in here the other day. Something grabbed it, pulled on it real hard, and just snapped right off. I mean...
Yeah, I got 80-pound fluoro.
Yeah?
So that doesn't happen. And yeah.
No bites?
Oh no, I'm not really expecting any. But,
oh, I think there's some big northerns in here.
yeah, I make these. This is for a YouTube video.
Really? Oh, you don't make the lures?
I make the lures on video and then I try to catch a fish with them.
But you're not selling lures?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
All right, well shoot.
I just finished this one today.
That's a good looking lure.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of trout that is, but it's some kind of trout. It works good.
Big.
What kind of, what is this?
Trout.
Yeah, trout.
Yeah, the
Like
pink
flipping.
on it, yeah. We could not figure out what the hell you were doing. We could see, I thought it was a camera,
Yep.
and I could see you looking down the thing. I'm like, we gotta go look. We gotta go see what that is. Oh, you got a camera strapped on.
Oh yeah, GoPro. Yeah.
Yeah,
this-
yell, wave at me. I'll come help you get it out if you get snagged.
Thanks.
Oh,
That's nice of you.
yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Now, where can we watch your YouTube?
Marling Baits.
Marling?
Yep. Somebody just walked by. I think their kid asked, what do you think he's fishing for? He's like, a shark. It's kind of what I feel like too. Well, the good news is I still have it. Here it is. 3 hours of some pretty conscious fishing. Towards the rear end of this beast, it took a bit of a beating. This blade is just huge and smashing everywhere into it. You know, I'd like to think that those are teeth marks right there, but they're probably just the blade. Taking chunks out of the clear coat. It's not a very long-term design, I would say. 3 hours later and there's clear coat missing. There's some missing off the blade right here too. See that little spot? I noticed that right towards the end of that fishing trip, and that's gonna just, that's the start, and it's just gonna peel it all away eventually. Probably another 3 hours and it's gone. Too pretty not to hang up. Pretty bait, man. It's like I'm telling myself that. Pretty bait, man. That was definitely the largest tail spinner I have ever made. Probably come springtime, I'll take this to the ditch when the fish are just going psycho and hit anything and I'll catch a fish on this. Maybe another 8-pound walleye, who knows. Look forward to that. This is the start, I think, of the great slowdown, the great yearly slowdown for the fish, and it's gonna get real hard to catch anything. Not saying I won't try, just preemptively calling failure. I think that's what I'm doing. It doesn't stop me. We're gonna make baits all winter. I didn't even say anything, Chip. Chip. On to the next bait. On to the next bait. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Is Chip a good boy? Shut up and take me outside, please. Go inside. It's not lunchtime. Okay, but I'm thinking we're gonna fire up the more extravagant builds. Bigger, maybe not bigger, maybe just fancier. Maybe longer term, intricate projects, wintertime stuff. It's not lunchtime. He just does that and looks sad until I pour food in his bowl early. Anyway, look forward to that. On to the next bait. Beefy intention. Oh yeah. Putting off a vibe.
What on earth?
I'm gonna stop. No more. Hey there, kids. Dude.